Good morning everyone. Today I am going to tell you about the recent crisis in Bangladesh on the basis of my recent book, that is How Can India Become a Superpower by 2047, which was written on the basis of the Upanishads, right? So good morning everyone once again. Yesterday, you know that Dr. Mohammad Yunus, a world famous Nobel laureate of Bangladesh who won the 2006 Nobel Peace Prize for his pioneering contribution in the microfinance, for which helped to alleviate poverty in Bangladesh, and which is the aim of our United Nations, because through the Sustainable Development Goals, the United Nations seeks to alleviate poverty, right? So poverty is a great challenge before the society, and Dr. Mohammad Yunus has helped since the 70s of the previous century for alleviating poverty from the soil of Bangladesh. Okay, so and Dr. Yunus is widely known for in the world as a banker to the poor, right? So today I am not going to tell about him and his contribution to the world, because it is not the time for telling about his fame. Today I am going to tell you about the crisis facing the world as a whole, and particularly I am giving focus on Bangladesh. Okay, so you know, Sheikh Hasina is the world's second longest serving woman prime minister, right? And so before that, Sirima Bandaranaike, who ruled for 17 years in Sri Lanka, but she was also removed. But why Dr. Mohammad Yunus came came to the focus, how he was unanimously selected as the head of interim government, chief advisor, and why students protest started, why did they resort to violence, why do they ask Sheikh Hasina's punishment, what are the impact of Sheikh Hasina's oust from her chair, and what are the probable impacts and way forward. This video will tell you or will try to answer all these questions, right? I'll begin my lecture with Newton's third law on action and reaction. We all know that Newton's third law states that for every action or force in nature, there is an equal and opposite reaction. It means that if object A exerts a force on object B also exerts an equal and opposite force on object A. See, the same thing happened in Bangladesh, because there was repression, there was oppression, there was exploitation of the students and a large community of people in Bangladesh. That is why the students who were full of vigor and vitality came forward to oust the government led by Sheikh Hasina, who just came to power very recently. She came to power through an election, but I will tell after getting majority in the election why, and why she was ousted from power, why she was driven rather from Bangladesh. Okay, but I will tell today this lecture will first state, or will try to relate on the basis with the Upanishads, which is a knowledge book, right? In my recent book, How Can India Become a Superpower by 2047, I have written, I am reading a few lines from my book, listen, to suggest reading good books and listening to moral and value-based lectures of scholars and philosophers might sound a little old-fashioned to my young readers. Okay, because many people think that why should I go to read good books? Why should I go to read reference books? Because it is not relevant to us. But even parents and mothers and teachers and schools and colleges and universities also, they rarely encourage our students to read reference books, particularly this type of philosophical books, this type of books, right? And this is a knowledge. Upanishad is not merely a book; it is a knowledge book, right? So this book helped. On the basis of this book, I can say that Robi became Rabindranath Tagore, a Nobel laureate. APJ Abdul Kalam became a rocket scientist. Not only that, and Narendra became Swami Vivekananda, right? So let me begin. Here with a very good a sloka of the Upanishad, where it is said in Swami Lakasharananda's Upanishad, you will find in page number 4, Om Ishavashamidang Sarvang Jat Kincha Jagatang Jagat Teno Tekteno Vunjitha Ma Gridha Kasha Snigdhanama. Okay, you see, in this, so it means that in this ever-changing world, everything is gradually getting changed. Yet everything is covered with holy blessing of God Almighty. We must practice renunciation and stick to our all-pervasive soul. So if Sheikh Hasina is now 73, it is time for retirement. Yes, I will say that if she would retire willingly, then she would not have to face these, these days. So we must practice renunciation and stick to our all-pervasive soul, right? So we must forsake greed, because greed is such a fire and burns all our good qualities. Yes, definitely she had good qualities, but that burnt her all good qualities: ethical sense, integrity, and honesty. It happens when you remain power, when you enjoy power, when everybody respects you, when many sycophants move around you. You think that you are a very powerful person, but actually no. Actually no, you are a servant of God. You have to remember this. You are a servant of God only, right? So once a person falls into the trap of voracity, what happens? He is sure to indulge in illegal and unethical activities. These illegal and immoral works further bring forth sin and entice us to engage unworthy and illegal works that lead to the destruction of life, happiness, and future. You see, whether these things have been lost by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina or not, she lost he lost her happiness, he lost her bright future, he lost her fame, name, dignity, everything she lost. Why? Because some of his unworthy and illegal works, illegal not legally works, because she has majority in parliament, she had majority in parliament, that's why those cannot be said illegal, but unethical works and bad works distracted his life, happiness and future. The Upanishad says, what does the Upanishad say? Upanishad says that, you see, I am telling you once again, a very good sloka. Let me read that good sloka. Jastu sarvani bhutani attanne vanu pashyati sarva bhuteshu chattanang tato no bijugupsati. Right? So it means that a person who sees everything and everyone within himself and considers himself within every object and every person, he does not and cannot avoid anything or anyone. You see, what is the lesson of the Upanishad? The Upanishad says that if you see yourself and other objects in this planet, okay, and if you equate yourself with those persons and objects, then you cannot avoid anything or anyone. But did you do that? Did you think yourself? Did you think that the students, like your children, they are equal? They are like your children? No. You did not think that. You thought that they are the Rajakars, they are the betrayers, they are the terrorists. So, did you equate yourself with the students? No. So, the theory lies in the Upanishad. It says that if a person thinks himself within every object and every person, he cannot avoid anything or anyone. So did you read the Upanishad? You did not read the Upanishad. So definitely you will have to suffer. You will have to suffer, Baba. You cannot escape. You cannot, whosoever you may be in the world, whatever powerful, however powerful and how mighty you may think yourself. But this is Indian philosophy. The Indian philosophy has the answer of all the global problems, right? Say, it is called equal outlook and equal perception. I have written in my book. So basically, every human being has the same Atma or same soul, and that is the supreme power. We all are equal, and only the difference lies in our names and physical appearances, right? The color of our blood is red. The color of our hair is either black or brown, and we all live on this planet. We have the same feelings, the same sympathy, and the same potentiality within us. The more we sharpen our inherent knowledge and more we become talented and efficient, which smoothens our journey towards attainment of perfection. If we direct our action and thoughts for good purposes, then we will be good, our surroundings will be better, and our children and students will be better and excellent citizens. But if we work and sharpen our talents for bad purposes, definitely we are going to fall in the ocean of sorrow and destruction. Can you deny this? Can anybody in the world deny this? Can any philosopher, can any monk, can any political leader, can any leader, can any powerful man, can any businessman, can any lawyer, can any judge refute this philosophy? No. Along with us, see, along with us, we also take our entire team of friends, family members, and neighbors. I have written in my book, Baba, I have written in my book. So, you see, you not only create your problem, you not only bring your destruction, you also bring the destruction of your family members, of your neighbors, of your friends, all your relatives, and all the known people to you. What is happening there of all the leaders of all the leaders there, the Awami League leaders? They are not getting 10 feet room to hide themselves. They cannot board aircraft. They cannot escape their country. 4 days ago also, they had very powerful, they had many people, they had many supporters. Where are the supporters? You being the political leader, you are thinking that you have become God? No. Stop that. These will happen with you also. If you are a political leader, if you think yourself as a master of the people, then you will also have to face the same future. You will have to face the same music. Remember this, okay? So pure, you see. So hence, let us whet our latent talent. We have to sharpen our latent talents, right? And with the only goal of all-round development of ourself, for our self-development, right? For family and motherland, along with the whole universe, with all men and women, poor and unprivileged, right? And insects and animals also, we have to think for the development, for the welfare of all insects and plants, animals, and human beings, our neighbors, and all the people around us, all the people within our jurisdiction, right? So this is the philosophy. So pure and eternal joy can be attained only by working for self-development with the aim of yielding others' benefits and welfare. Remember, think and work by holding this truth that if people around us are happy, remember, if people around us are happy, if people around us are healthy, and if people in our locality are joyful, then we are also happy and mirthful. Peace, happiness, and prosperity cannot be established in isolation. What Sheikh Hasina wanted to do, and she faced that. She brought her own destruction. Nobody is responsible for her destruction. It is she who brought her destruction. Okay. Let me read another sloka of the Upanishad of Lokasharananda in Isha Upanishad, page number 9. He wrote that Jasmin Sarvani Bhutani Attoi Bhav Buddhi Janata Tatra Ko Moha Ko Shokam Ekatva Manu Pashyata. It means, what is the significance of these sloka? When a person sees himself within everything and believes that he himself has become everything. Did Sheikh Hasina think herself that she has become a part of the mob? Did Sheikh Hasina think that she is a part of the students? Did she think that she is a part of the mothers who lost their sons? Did she think that she is one with the people who were demanding for equality, who were demanding for equal pay, who were demanding for removal or for wipe out of corruption? She did not think so, right? Then she would not have to face the music. She would not have to face this day today. So when a person sees, once again I am reading, so you see, when a person sees himself within everything and believes that he himself has become everything, then he neither disrespects anything she not only disrespects anything, she not only she not only cannot be attached to any worldly materials and objects. So there is no difference between him and others. She differentiated between him and the others and the other people. Right? Those who were supposed to protect, she tried to distract them. She tried to kill them. She not tried. She killed them. She murdered them. Right? So there is no difference between him and others. He and I are the same person with two different names and appearances. This kind of holy thought only comes from the supreme knowledge of humankind. The political leaders nowadays, many political leaders do not have this philosophy. That is why I am telling. That is why I am telling. Rather, I am urging, I am requesting all the political leaders, those who are the national heads of any country, hire me. I will help you to come out of your problems. Maybe it's political problem, maybe it's social problem, maybe it's spiritual problem, maybe it's other problems. Yes, because I am having the knowledge. We the political scientists have politics knowledge, but what many of the political scientists don't have, that is spirituality. That I am having. So that is why I think myself proud. Yes, proud, because this proud is not an indication of haughtiness. This is a pride of knowledge that comes with the connection of God. If you are connected with God, if you think yourself a slave of God, if you think yourself a servant of God, then this kind of philosophy, this kind of mentality and attitude comes. Yes, I may not have much money, I may not have many things, but what I am having, I have honesty, I have sincerity, I have devotion, I love my country, I am a patriotic person, I am a hard-working person. These are my strengths. These are my strengths. Yes, right. So read. Let me read. You will enjoy this. Say, this kind of holy thought only comes from the supreme knowledge of humankind. When you give birth to the dual feelings between them and us, students and them, Sheikh Hasina considered them and she differentiated. So she had dual feeling between them and us, between him and mine. It happened to be the root cause of all pangs and sufferings. Can you deny this? Is there anyone in the world can deny this? Is there any political master who can deny this? No, Baba, no. So on the other hand, the feeling of equality and equal treatment of all brings a smile to every space, and thus one gets supreme happiness and joy. So she lost her joy, supreme joy and happiness, because she felt dualism. She thought that I am different from them. They elected you. You were there in the chair because of them. But you have tried to, after coming to power, you thought that you have become supreme power. No. Supreme power is God. God is only supreme power, right? We are his slaves. We are his servants. We have to serve the people. He has given us the power or the capacity to support, to help our neighbors, our people, our friends, our family members, and other people who are with us. So the ignorant man seeks many worldly materials, and to satisfy his personal desires often works unlawfully and unethically. Right? So this has continued for almost my entire life. It is an unstoppable desire to earn more and more and more. In the way of satiating his endless cravings, he falls into the deep sea of sin. Swami Vivekananda said that, quote, in doing evil, we injure ourselves, right, and others also. In doing good, we do good to ourselves and to others as well. Calder wrote from Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy in 2022. So according to Karma Yoga, the action one has done cannot be destroyed until it is borne its fruit. No power in the nature can stop it from yielding its results. If I do an evil action, I must suffer for it. There is no power in this universe to stop or stay it. Similarly, if I do good action, definitely God will help me, God will support me, and God will bless me, and God will save me in all my dangers, right, in all my problems. So this is an eternal truth. This is the philosophy of India. Okay, so every man has inherent judgment power. So if he wishes, he can ponder over the matter and keep himself offer right away from any of the inhuman, unethical, illegal works and earthly gratifications. A time comes in everybody's life when he becomes frail. In everybody's life, today you may young, today you may good looking person, today you may think that yes, I am a very good looking person, I am having money, wealth, everything I am having supporters, I am having so many people around us. But a day will come, this is the ultimate truth. Remember, you remember, you, the people who are boosting yourself, who are boosting of your glory, who is boosting of your persona, who is boosting of your wealth, who is boosting of your what do you say, of your health, who is boosting of your figure, who is boosting of your beauty. One day everything will go. What happened? Select. A time comes in everybody's life when he becomes frail, his limbs collapse, and he loses all his senses. Losing all vigor and vitality, he cannot manage to move, eat food, and do work. At the old age and lonely stage of life, every person realizes that there is no supreme power and happiness in gaining personal wealth, land, and money. And through the attainment of affluence, no one can achieve permanent peace and happiness of mind. And in this consumer's life, it gives only temporary happiness and enjoyment, right? So he then starts atonement and chants the name of Holy God in the vain. Alas, it is too late. So if now Sheikh Hasina atones, and if she tries to remorse, then will she get back her power? No, never. Okay. Another Indian philosophy is very great. It is said that in practicing Buddhism, that is essential for students, teachers, and parents. Okay, Chanakya says that Chanakya was a great philosopher in India, and he has told many good things. He told that the people should be particular, the leaders, political leaders, or the maybe prime minister, president, chief ministers, MPs, MLAs, they should be very pure at heart. Okay, they should be like Raja plus like Rishi. Okay, Chanakya said that where there is lack of mutual respect for each other among the spouses, not only the individuals but the family too suffers, right? That is Pillai said that. And qualities and duties of a leader, you see, whether our Prime Minister, the Bangladeshi ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina did or not, what did Chanakya say about the qualities of political leaders? He said that Chanakya's philosophical guide and political guru is a guru of Indian rulers. He said that the head of the state is the face of the nation. So one needs to allocate some time only for thinking on one day, 1 hour a day, and he can bring sea change to the quality of ourselves. Contemplating makes us go to the next level, open the doors of the whole new world of possibilities. You see how Indian philosophy says, how Indian philosophers, Chanakya was a great diplomat, he was a political guru, of all the political masters nowadays, right? So Chanakya defines an ideal leader as Rajarshi. What is Rajarshi? That is a sage-like king. In the Arthashastra, book 1, chapter 3, he said the concept of Rajarshi is very similar to that of the philosopher king of Plato. So one have to be philosophical. Chanakya was a very wise social scientist too. He thought that when the political leaders do not respect the economists, the great persons, the philosopher, the social scientists, then you will think that the destruction of that government is imminent, because without respecting your senior leaders, your senior people, you cannot survive, right? These are the Indian philosophy that I have written about that. And with this, I would like to conclude here, because it is already 25 minutes. I would like to conclude here, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. In the next video, I will say about why students protest started, right? Why students protested, why students started protest against Sheikh Hasina. What are the reasons, what are the impact? In the next video, I will say, right? Thank you very much.